My wife confessed that she cheated on me with 25 people, and I was red with rage. Then she told me how she was SA'd when she was young, and I felt extremely guilty for not being a good husband. But now the truth comes out. Me, 35M, the wife, 28F, married 3 years. Obvious throwaway because it's bad. Okay, I'm incredibly emotional and in shock, and I don't know if this will come out clearly, but I have to get it out or I'll fucking die right now. Background. I love my wife more than anything on this planet. We have had ups and downs like any other marriage, but for me, it was all ups, really. She is incredible. She is the most intelligent person I have ever known firsthand. She is fucking gorgeous. She is a wonderful mother and an even better wife. She is a fucking whore though, apparently. In our first year of marriage, I found messages on her phone from some guy. She told me that it was just a friend she had met at the gym. The messages had been vague, but he had mentioned his wife and had said something along the lines of, "Use this email so my wife doesn't find out." Obviously, something else was going on. She denied it and said they had talked about possibly meeting up to fuck around but that it never happened. Like an idiot, I accepted what she said as truth. I dug a bit and realized she was telling half-truths. We kissed and made up, and she promised to be more honest with her urges and feelings. She has a past history of sexual abuse and has a lot of sexual problems in general. We go through some other external issues, and like I said, I had no idea what was really going on here for years. Cue to 2 nights ago. She is in the shower, and her phone starts buzzing. I check her messages. I know, douche move, but I have had a really hard time trusting her since that first year, even though she seemed fine. It's a text from some guy talking about how he couldn't wait to force his D down her throat again. Holy shit. Okay. She is cheating on me. Okay. This is bad. She gets out of the shower, and I confront her. Her eyes glaze over, and she just falls to the floor. She is sobbing hysterically. I asked her who he was and what he was talking about. She continued to sob for a good 10 minutes before looking me in the eye and confessing to me what she has been up to for the last 3 years. Jesus. She has a problem. She needs to have sex with strangers in order to get off. She confesses that over the course of our marriage, she has slept with 25 different people, men and women. She has been meeting these people on Craigslist for years and having sexual encounters of varying degrees with all of them. WTF. My heart has been in my stomach ever since. I tried to just listen and not ask questions because I was so overwhelmed with the info she had given me. I have always kind of known that something has been going on, but I forced myself to believe that we were okay. What the fuck am I supposed to do with this knowledge? Apparently, she has been so guilt-ridden, that is the true reason she drinks. A lot. I thought she was numbing herself because of a loss she experienced, but no, it's because she has been fucking random internet strangers for years. Jesus. I left her there and told her I needed to think about all of this. I know the most common advice will be to leave her ass, lawyer up, blah blah blah, but that does nothing to help me work out in my mind what the hell is wrong with her. How could she do this? How could she ruin everything? I don't think there is any way I can get over this, but I also really do love her and know that she has issues that need to be resolved. I'm just so lost right now. I'm pissed. I'm utterly disgusted. I'm hurt. Fuck. Please, help me not jump in front of a bus right now. Relevant comment. I do not see anyone saying it, so I will be that guy. Get a paternity test for your kids. Opie, I'm 100% sure that he is mine. He has needed a blood transfusion, and of course, they tested paternity when seeing if our blood would be compatible. He is mine. Comment, she's got a lot of issues, and she needs to see a psychiatrist immediately. This goes way beyond just cheating, and she was risking hers and your health by sleeping with so many strangers. Opie, she says it was always safe, and she was tested every year because of pregnancy. I have already made an appointment. I just can't deal with this right now, man. Obviously, I don't believe anything that comes out of her mouth right now. Comment, obviously she has an illness. This isn't just cheating. She needs mental help pronto. And you need to get tested for all STDs immediately. Opie, I know she has always had sex addict, if there is such a thing, issues. She was raped and tortured when she was only 40, and she has been in therapy before, but nothing recent. If she is sick, I can't just leave her. Fuck, this fucking sucks. Comment, good lord, that's horrifying. She needs to see a professional, ASAP. This behavior is almost certainly the result of her trauma. Opie, forgive me if this comes off insensitive and ignorant. Seriously, she doesn't talk about the grape much. She has some scarring where they burned her, and I noticed it the first time we slept together. She told me what happened and has never mentioned it again. There have been a few times in the past where something on TV or something triggers her, and she can't breathe and really freaks out. This is rare. So, I'm having a hard time understanding how being SA'd would make her want to have lots of sex. Again, I don't mean to downplay it, I'm just seriously ignorant about it. Our bedroom life has always been great. She doesn't seem like it has affected her view of it, but how could it not? Comment, simply put, she probably needs to feel like she's 100% in control. Being SA'd, she had no control whatsoever. OP, that actually makes a lot of sense. She is super controlling of her surroundings and freaks out when she isn't. Comment, this isn't being a whore, this is called a mental health issue. She was SA'd in her past. If you ask me, her sobs are likely genuine. OP, I wish I would have asked her about it more. I wish I would have seen the warning signs instead of taking her word that she was okay. I feel like I have failed as a husband and person for allowing this woman to feel the need to hide who she is from me. It is most definitely my fault that she couldn't trust to confide in me. I can be really insensitive, and now I'm going over all of the times where I think she tried to tell me before. I appreciate your response a lot. Update. I took some time yesterday to just reflect on my life and marriage. I read the remaining replies as well. I also spoke to her at great length over the phone, as I can't seem to face her right now. I asked her to explain, in detail, exactly what happened to her as a kid. I wanted to make sure that I fully understood. It was bad. Far, far worse than she ever even proposed. I now have those thoughts and images to process. I asked her point blank if she was willing to get help. She said she was desperate for it but didn't know how to bring up something like this. She is ashamed, afraid, alone, and sorry. I know she is sorry. I am fully aware that this is not my fault, but I am also now taking responsibility for my part in all of this. I am by no means justifying what she did, only saying that I had a role to play in her not being able to trust and confide in me. I have not been the best partner. I ignored the signs. I ignored her a lot, really. I left her alone a lot. I emotionally abandoned her for 2 of the 3 years we have been married. There is a lot more that gets too detailed, and I wouldn't want my friends or family to know about all of this, so I'll skip it. These are not things she said to me in the last few days. These are things she has been expressing, directly to me, for years. I always made an excuse as to why she wasn't put first in my life. I'm not saying I deserve this. I'm just saying that I truly know in my heart that I have not helped her or been a very good husband, and that is why she didn't bring it up or ask for help from me. I never made her or her wants and desires a priority for me. She did tell me what kind of physical intimacy she was interested in. She has even been specific with her wants and desires, now that I am thinking about it. I always told her I would try to do the things she asked and then never followed through. I, too, have been very selfish. I made vows, yet have not taken them or her seriously for years. I'm not giving her a free pass with this information. I told her that I will not divorce her and that she will need to seek help ASAP for herself. I have taken my STD tests and am just waiting for results in 7 to 10 days. I will retest in 6 months, as they said I should. If she remains in therapy and remains transparent with all of her actions, including giving me full access to her phone and emails, I will stick around while she gets the help she needs. Will we be a happy family again? No. I'm pretty sure that I know that the life I thought I had and the wife I thought I had was a lie. I can only hope to rebuild a new one. Will I remain with her after she gets the help she needs? Probably not. I will stick it out for as long as I can, as I don't know what feelings, ideas, and thoughts will surface in the next few months or weeks or days. I guess only time can tell. I will update if something significant surfaces, or in time. Thank you all for caring so much about a perfect stranger, but thank you all more for caring about her, even though she did these awful things. She is still a person, a damn good one at that. I do not judge her wholly for this one thing, even though it is huge. She is broken, but she is human as am I, and I couldn't live with myself if I abandoned her at this stage. Edit. Okay, I get that people think I'm an idiot. I'm just trying to get through this. My opinions on the matter may very well change down the road. I'm just doing what I think is right for myself and for her at the moment. More info from the comments. Knowing that she needs actual help and just isn't doing this for her own selfish fun is what makes the difference for me. After reading a lot of the responses and some private messages from women who have been in similar situations, I really can see and empathize with her. That doesn't mean I'm going to allow it to continue. If she strays from therapy, or I even get an inkling that something is going on, she is out the door and can deal with this shit on her own. I go back and forth from complete red rage to complete and utter empathy for her. I'm sure it will be this way for a while. I'm pretty good at feeling through my feelings. I learned a while back not to hide from them, so I can sit through my anger and come out on the other side refreshed with new eyes. I definitely agree that she is completely selfish. I have always known this. I just never realized the extent of that selfishness. We are all capable of doing good and bad. I'm really trying to stay as level-headed as possible right now. I know everyone thinks I should take care of me first, but I guess I do feel really guilty about my own actions and not helping her sooner. If I can help her now, then I will have done everything in my power to make this marriage work. If it doesn't, or she doesn't get help, then and only then will I be able to leave with a clean conscience, because I will have done everything that I could possibly do on my end. Final update. Since the last update, I have gone home and we had another very long conversation about her past and what she thinks she needs as far as help goes. After the last update, I was feeling really, I don't know, wrong. Something just didn't feel right. I am so glad I trusted my instincts and really listened to some of the things you all brought up about making sure her past was legit. She's going over the abuse again. I'm asking questions this time because I failed to do that the first and only time it was brought up. I am sitting there, with my eyes closed, just listening to her explain it and trying to come to terms with what I'm hearing when she says something that catches my attention more. She was talking about how she was picked up by these guys. Originally, I could have sworn she said she knew one of them and voluntarily walked to his house where he and his friends waited. Without getting into all of her personal details here, let me just say that I am pretty done doubting my own sanity in all of this. I asked her, "Hey, didn't you say you knew him and you walked to his house that day? I could have sworn that's what you told me." She looked like a doe in headlights. She fumbled over herself a few times before just going silent. I point blank asked her if she was ever really graped. Holy shit. She goes ape shit on me and throws a, "How dare you even ask me that?" in there. I seriously cannot trust a word she says about fucking anything. She proceeded to scream and yell at me for I don't know how long. All I did was stand and listen. She got in my face and was just so angry. How could she, after all of this, be angry at me? WTF. I don't know her. I don't know a single real thing about this woman that I have been married to for years. She continued to throw a fit and scream, "Fine, no, I was not raped. Is that what you wanted to hear?" I asked her if she was sorry for what she has done to me and our family and even herself. She said she was, but that she was tired of living a lie and just can't stay faithful to anyone. She just wants to whore around for the rest of her life. Fine. Really? Whatever. I told her I wanted a divorce. She didn't even fight it. She packed a bag and left me here with my son. I sent her a text telling her not to come back and that I'd see her in court. Holy shit. I can't believe I was so stupid and blind. I can't believe I actually love this woman. No, fuck that. I can't believe she got me. I measure the value of love on whom and what I love, not the other way around. I loved her. Hopefully, that says loads more about my character than hers. With that being said, I'm done. If she goes about her side of this divorce civilly, then I won't sue her for infidelity, which is still illegal in my state. I'm going for full custody because she is a lot more deranged than she showed me before. I feel like a total idiot, but I am so glad that I really allowed myself to trust my gut and follow all of the good advice that you all gave me. I'm sorry to say that this new news changed everything. I feel awful. I feel dirty. I feel used and manipulated. I feel like I will never be able to fully trust anyone ever again. I will never get remarried. The only reason I could even get out of bed this morning was because I have to be there for my son. I will seek some therapy and hopefully am STD free. I really want to thank you guys for helping me think and feel through this situation. I'm in total shock still, I think, because I'm not even angry. I almost feel like an enormous weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. I'm going to focus on the light at the end of the tunnel, I guess. Thank you all for your insights, but thanks more to those who told me to question everything. You saved me years of pain, I'm sure. Relevant comment. But didn't she have burn marks/scars from the attack? Is it possible she got some details of the attack wrong? Or she just reported some details incorrectly to you? In other words, just because she gave two different stories about a traumatic event doesn't mean the event didn't happen. Anyway, you definitely do need to divorce her. Opie, she had some color changes on an area of her body. She said that's where they burned her. I really can't answer this one. I'm assuming it was something completely normal, like an accident, and she concocted this elaborate story to fuel her own drama or whatever the hell she is doing. It's just insane.